Winners cultivate a mindset that allows them to approach challenges with resilience and confidence, and this starts with training the mind to lean towards positivity rather than negativity. The way you think determines how you perceive the world, how you react to setbacks, and how you engage with opportunities. A positive mindset is not about ignoring difficulties or pretending that problems don't exist. Rather, it is about choosing to focus on solutions instead of obstacles. It is about developing a mental framework that sees challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. One of the most effective ways to cultivate a positive mindset is by becoming aware of your thoughts. Many people go through life unconsciously absorbing negative influences from the media, their environment, or past experiences, allowing these influences to shape their perspectives without question. Winners, however, are intentional about the way they think. They practice self-awareness and make a conscious effort to shift their focus from limitations to possibilities. Whenever a negative thought arises, they challenge it with a positive counterthought. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," they reframe it as, "I haven't mastered this yet, but I will." This subtle shift in thinking makes a significant difference in behavior and results because your mind starts believing what you tell it. Another crucial aspect of developing a winning mindset is the practice of gratitude. People who think like winners do not dwell on what they lack. They appreciate what they have while striving for more. Gratitude rewires the brain to focus on abundance rather than scarcity, which in turn fosters a sense of confidence and contentment. When you focus on what's going well in your life, you naturally attract more positive experiences. A simple habit such as keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you're grateful for every day, can help reinforce this mindset over time. Self-talk also plays a major role in shaping thoughts. The way you speak to yourself internally affects your emotions, decisions, and overall outlook on life. Winners monitor their internal dialogue and replace self-doubt with words of encouragement. They do not allow fear, uncertainty, or past failures to define their present capabilities. Instead, they remind themselves of their strengths and past successes, reinforcing their belief that they are capable of achieving great things. The subconscious mind absorbs repeated messages, so the more you tell yourself something positive, the more your mind begins to accept it as truth. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is another key factor in shaping a winning mindset. The people you interact with daily, the books you read, the content you consume, all of these elements contribute to the way you think. Winners seek out individuals who uplift them, who inspire them, and who encourage growth. They distance themselves from negativity, whether it comes from toxic relationships, self-doubt, or pessimistic environments. They choose to engage with mentors, coaches, or like-minded individuals who reinforce their belief in success. Additionally, winners train their minds to stay adaptable and resilient in the face of adversity. They understand that challenges are inevitable, but they refuse to be discouraged by them. Instead of seeing difficulties as unfair burdens, they view them as opportunities for growth. When something goes wrong, instead of thinking, "Why is this happening to me?" they shift their perspective to, "What can I learn from this?" This ability to reframe difficulties and extract lessons from them strengthens their mindset and prepares them to handle even greater challenges in the future. Visualization is another powerful tool that winners use to reinforce their positive mindset. They do not just dream about success, they picture it vividly in their minds. They see themselves overcoming obstacles, achieving their goals, and enjoying the rewards of their hard work. This mental rehearsal helps build confidence because the brain starts to associate these images with reality. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers in all fields use visualization as a technique to prepare themselves mentally for success. When you continuously visualize yourself succeeding, your mind becomes conditioned to believe that success is inevitable, which in turn influences your actions and decisions. A winning mindset also requires discipline and consistency. It is not enough to think positively once in a while. It has to become a daily practice. This means feeding the mind with empowering thoughts every single day, regardless of external circumstances. It means taking control of what you allow into your mental space, avoiding negative conversations, limiting exposure to discouraging news, and choosing to focus on progress instead of setbacks. The way we speak, both to ourselves and to others, has a profound impact on our confidence, success, and overall mindset. Winners understand that language is not just a means of communication, but a powerful tool that shapes reality. The words we choose influence our emotions, actions, and how others perceive us. Speaking with confidence, clarity, and purpose is a hallmark of those who consistently achieve success. This is not just about sounding good or using impressive vocabulary. It is about using language in a way that reinforces belief in oneself and conveys assurance to those around us. One of the most important aspects of speaking like a winner is eliminating negative self-talk. The internal dialogue we have with ourselves can either build us up or tear us down. Many people unknowingly sabotage their own potential by using words that diminish their confidence. Phrases like, "I'm not good at this," "I'll probably fail," or "I don't think I can do it," create self-imposed limitations. Winners are aware of this and make a conscious effort to replace these disempowering statements with words that uplift and strengthen their resolve. Instead of saying, "I can do this," they say, "I'm learning how to do this." Instead of saying, "I always mess up," they say, "I'm improving with every attempt." These subtle shifts in language change the way the mind processes challenges and setbacks, allowing confidence to grow. Beyond internal dialogue, the way winners speak to others also plays a crucial role in their success. They communicate with authority and conviction, making sure that their words reflect their confidence and belief in what they are saying. This does not mean being arrogant or dominating conversations, but rather speaking with a level of self-assurance that commands respect. When a winner speaks, they do not use hesitant or uncertain language like, "I think," "maybe," or "I'm not sure." Instead, they speak with certainty, using phrases like, "I know," "I believe," and "I am sure." This clarity in speech not only strengthens their own confidence, but also makes others trust and believe in them. Another critical element of speaking like a winner is avoiding victim language. Many people unconsciously use words that make them sound powerless, as if life is happening to them rather than them being in control of their circumstances. Phrases like, "I have no choice," "I'm stuck," or "this always happens to me," reinforce a mindset of helplessness. Winners, on the other hand, take full ownership of their words and their situation. They replace victim language with words that convey control and responsibility. Instead of saying, "I have no choice," they say, "I am choosing this path because it aligns with my goals." Instead of saying, "I'm stuck," they say, "I am working on finding a solution." This simple shift in language empowers them to take action rather than remain passive. Winners also understand the power of affirmations and declarations. They do not wait for others to validate them. They validate themselves with their words. They use affirmations such as, "I am capable," "I am confident," and "I am prepared for success," to reinforce their belief in their abilities. These affirmations are not just empty words, they become ingrained in the subconscious mind, influencing behavior and decision-making. The more one repeats positive affirmations, the more the brain accepts them as reality, which in turn affects actions and outcomes. Additionally, winners are mindful of the energy and tone they bring into conversations. The way something is said is often just as important as the words themselves. A person can say the same sentence in a hesitant, uncertain tone or in a strong, assured tone, and it will be perceived completely differently. Winners speak with a tone that reflects confidence, enthusiasm, and conviction. They do not mumble or speak too softly, nor do they rush through their words nervously. They articulate their thoughts clearly, making sure that their message is delivered with impact. Furthermore, winners avoid self-deprecating humor and downplaying their achievements. Many people have a habit of making jokes at their own expense, saying things like, "I'm so bad at this," or "I always mess things up," in an attempt to be humble or relatable. While this may seem harmless, these words reinforce negative self-perception over time. Winners do not undermine themselves with their words. Instead of downplaying their achievements, they acknowledge them with gratitude and confidence. They say things like, I worked hard for this, or I am proud of what I have accomplished, without feeling the need to apologize or diminish their success. Another key aspect of talking like a winner is using language that inspires and motivates. Winners do not engage in gossip, complaints, or negativity. They focus their conversations on ideas, goals, and solutions. They understand that the words they speak influence not only their own mindset, but also the people around them. They uplift others with their words, offer encouragement, and contribute to discussions that add value. They avoid phrases that limit potential, such as, that's impossible, or it's too hard, and instead say things like, let's figure out a way to make it happen, or every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Winners also practice active listening and thoughtful communication. Speaking with confidence does not mean talking endlessly or dominating conversations. It means knowing when to speak and when to listen. Winners pay attention to the words they use, ensuring that they are precise and impactful rather than excessive or vague. They do not fill their speech with unnecessary words like like, or you know, which dilute their message. They take their time to think before they speak, making sure that their words are purposeful and meaningful. The way winners talk also reflects their belief in abundance rather than scarcity. Many people speak in ways that reflect fear of lack, saying things like, there's not enough opportunity, I'll never make enough money, or success is only for certain people. Winners, however, use language that aligns with abundance and possibility. They say things like, there is plenty of opportunity for me, I am creating financial success, and success is available to everyone who is willing to work for it. This shift in language changes the way the mind perceives possibilities, making success feel more achievable rather than out of reach. Moreover, winners understand the power of storytelling in communication. They know that people connect with emotions and experiences rather than just facts and data. When they speak, they use stories, examples, and personal experiences to make their message more engaging and relatable. They paint vivid pictures with their words, allowing others to connect with their vision and ideas. They do not just list facts or give generic advice. They share insights in a way that resonates deeply with their audience. In professional settings, winners use words that convey leadership and competence. They do not speak in a way that seeks permission or approval. They speak with the confidence of someone who knows their worth. They do not say things like, I hope this is okay, or sorry for bothering you when making a request. Instead, they say, I appreciate your time, or here's what I propose. This small but significant difference in language establishes authority and ensures that their words are taken seriously. Winners also avoid excuses in their speech. They do not say, I was late because of traffic, or I couldn't finish because I was too busy. Instead, they take ownership of their actions, saying, I should have planned my time better, or I will make sure to complete it next time. This level of accountability in speech reinforces a mindset of responsibility, which is a key trait of successful individuals. Winners have a clear sense of direction in life because they take the time to set specific, meaningful goals and visualize their success long before they achieve it. They do not merely hope for good things to happen. They actively design their future by defining what they want and developing a plan to get there. Without goals, it is easy to drift through life without a sense of purpose, reacting to circumstances rather than shaping them. Winners understand that setting goals gives them control over their destiny, providing motivation, focus, and a reason to push forward even in the face of difficulties. A person without goals lacks clarity, often feeling lost or uncertain about their next steps, while someone with clear goals knows exactly what they are working toward and why it matters. The process of setting goals begins with specificity. Many people make the mistake of setting vague, generic goals, such as, I want to be successful or I want to be happier. But winners know that such goals are too broad to create real momentum. Instead, they define their goals with precision, making them measurable and actionable. Rather than saying, I want to be successful, they identify exactly what success looks like to them, whether it means earning a specific income, starting a business, reaching a leadership position, or mastering a particular skill. Instead of saying, I want to be healthier, They set concrete targets, such as exercising for 30 minutes daily, eating a balanced diet, or reducing body fat by a certain percentage. The clearer the goal, the easier it becomes to develop a strategy for achieving it. Winners also break their big goals into smaller, manageable steps. They understand that major achievements do not happen overnight, so they create a roadmap that allows them to track progress incrementally. This approach prevents overwhelm and keeps motivation high, because every small step forward brings them closer to their ultimate vision. For example, if someone has a goal of writing a book, they do not simply focus on the final result of a completed manuscript. Instead, they set smaller goals, such as writing a certain number of words per day, completing a chapter each month, or dedicating a set amount of time daily to brainstorming ideas. By breaking the larger goal into smaller steps, winners create a clear action plan that makes progress feel attainable rather than daunting. Once goals are established, winners reinforce them through the power of visualization. Visualization is more than just daydreaming about success. It is a deliberate mental exercise that strengthens belief and motivation. Winners vividly imagine themselves achieving their goals, engaging all their senses to make the experience feel as real as possible. An athlete preparing for a competition, for example, does not just think about winning in an abstract way. They close their eyes and picture themselves crossing the finish line first, hearing the crowd cheering, feeling the exhilaration of victory, and experiencing the pride of accomplishment. This mental rehearsal conditions the brain to accept success as an inevitability, making it easier to stay committed and perform at a high level when the time comes. Visualization is a powerful tool because the brain does not distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. Studies have shown that mental imagery activates the same neural pathways as actual practice, meaning that visualizing success can enhance performance and boost confidence. Winners use this to their advantage by regularly picturing themselves succeeding in their endeavors. They create a detailed mental movie of their desired future, seeing themselves overcoming obstacles, making the right decisions, and enjoying the rewards of their efforts. This practice not only builds self-belief but also strengthens focus as the mind becomes programmed to seek out opportunities that align with the envisioned goal. Another important aspect of goal setting and visualization is writing down goals. Winners do not keep their aspirations floating in their minds. They put them on paper, making them tangible and concrete. Writing down goals serves as a commitment to oneself, transforming abstract ideas into something more real. Studies have shown that people who write down their goals are significantly more likely to achieve them compared to those who do not. This is because the act of writing engages the brain in a deeper way, reinforcing clarity and intention. Winners often go a step further by reviewing their goals regularly, whether it is through a vision board, a journal, or a structured plan that keeps them accountable. Beyond just setting goals and visualizing success, winners take consistent action. They understand that goals without action are nothing more than wishes. They do not wait for the perfect time to start. They begin immediately, even if conditions are not ideal. They recognize that momentum builds through action, and the sooner they take the first step, the closer they get to their objective. Winners also maintain discipline, ensuring that they follow through on their plans even when motivation fluctuates. They do not rely solely on inspiration to keep going. They build habits and routines that keep them progressing consistently. One of the challenges many people face when setting goals is self-doubt or fear of failure. Winners counter this by reinforcing their belief in their ability to succeed. They do not allow temporary setbacks to derail their progress. Instead, they view challenges as part of the journey. When they encounter obstacles, they adapt and adjust their approach rather than giving up entirely. They remind themselves that failure is not the opposite of success, but a stepping stone toward it. They learn from mistakes, refine their strategies, and continue moving forward with resilience. In addition to personal motivation, winners also surround themselves with supportive influences that reinforce their goals. They seek out mentors, coaches, or like-minded individuals who inspire them and hold them accountable. They understand that success is easier to achieve when they are in an environment that encourages growth. They avoid spending too much time around negative or discouraging influences, who might plant seeds of doubt or distraction. Instead, they align themselves with people who share their ambition and push them to be better. Winners also recognize the importance of tracking progress and celebrating milestones along the way. Setting goals is not just about reaching the final destination, it is about appreciating the journey. When they achieve small victories, they acknowledge them as signs of progress and use them as motivation to keep going. They set checkpoints where they evaluate their progress, making adjustments as needed to stay on track. By doing this, they ensure that they remain engaged and focused on their long-term vision. Another characteristic of winners is their ability to stay adaptable and flexible while pursuing their goals. While they are committed to their vision, they are not rigid in their approach. They understand that sometimes unexpected challenges arise or new opportunities present themselves, and they are willing to adjust their strategy accordingly. They do not see deviations from the original plan as failures. They see them as necessary adaptations that bring them closer to their goals in the most effective way possible. By setting clear goals and visualizing success, winners create a roadmap for their achievement. They do not rely on luck or external circumstances to dictate their future. They take proactive steps to shape their destiny. Through specificity, mental imagery, consistent action, resilience, and a strong support system, they ensure that their ambitions transform from mere ideas into tangible realities. Winners are not passive observers of life. They take full responsibility for their actions, choices, and outcomes. They do not blame circumstances, luck, or other people for where they are in life. Instead, they recognize that their success or failure is ultimately in their own hands. This level of accountability is one of the defining traits of those who achieve great things, because it shifts control from external forces to internal determination. By taking responsibility, winners empower themselves to change, grow, and improve, rather than staying stuck in a cycle of excuses and inaction. One of the key aspects of taking responsibility is understanding that life is not always fair. But that does not mean one is powerless. Many people fall into the trap of believing that external factors such as their background, environment, or past experiences determine their future. While these things can certainly create challenges, winners do not allow them to become excuses. They acknowledge the difficulties they may face, but they also recognize that they have the ability to overcome them. They do not waste time dwelling on things they cannot change. Instead, they focus on what they can control. If they lack certain skills, they take the initiative to learn. If they face setbacks, they analyze what went wrong and adjust their approach. If they make mistakes, they own up to them and use them as learning experiences. This mindset of ownership ensures that they continue moving forward, regardless of the obstacles in their path. Taking responsibility also means being honest with oneself. Many people struggle with self-deception, convincing themselves that external forces are to blame for their lack of progress. They might tell themselves that they failed because of bad luck, an unsupportive boss, or a difficult economy, when in reality their own actions or inactions played a role. Winners, on the other hand, engage in honest self-reflection. They ask themselves tough questions. Did I give my best effort? Could I have prepared better? What can I do differently next time? By holding themselves accountable in this way, they gain valuable insights that help them improve rather than repeating the same mistakes. Another important aspect of responsibility is emotional control. Winners understand that while they cannot always control what happens to them, they can control how they respond. Many people allow their emotions to dictate their actions, reacting impulsively to frustration, disappointment, or criticism. Winners, however, develop emotional intelligence and practice self-discipline. They do not let anger, fear, or doubt take over their decision-making process. Instead, they take a step back, assess the situation rationally, and choose a response that aligns with their goals and values. This ability to manage emotions effectively allows them to stay focused and composed even in difficult situations. Taking responsibility also applies to relationships and interactions with others. Winners do not blame other people for their problems, nor do they expect others to fix their lives for them. They understand that while external support is valuable, they alone are responsible for their own success. This means that they do not hold grudges, complain endlessly, or wait for someone else to change before they take action. If they have a conflict with someone, they seek to resolve it constructively rather than engaging in blame or resentment. If they experience failure, they do not blame their team, their boss, or their competitors. They analyze their own role in the situation and determine how they can do better next time. This level of responsibility extends to time management as well. Winners do not make excuses for procrastination or inefficiency. They recognize that time is one of the most valuable resources they have, and they take ownership of how they use it. They do not say, "I didn't have time," because they know that everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. Instead, they say, "I didn't prioritize this," acknowledging that their choices determine their schedule. They actively plan their days, set deadlines for themselves, and ensure that they are making the best use of their time to move closer to their goals. Taking responsibility also means being proactive rather than reactive. Many people go through life waiting for opportunities to come to them or for the right time to start taking action. Winners do not wait, they create opportunities for themselves. They take initiative, seek out solutions, and make things happen, rather than waiting for circumstances to align perfectly. They understand that waiting for the perfect conditions often leads to stagnation, so they take action despite uncertainty. Whether it is starting a new project, making a difficult decision, or pursuing a dream, they step forward and take control of their future rather than passively hoping for success. Furthermore, winners do not allow failure to become an excuse to stop trying. Many people fear failure so much that they hesitate to take risks or step out of their comfort zones. Winners, however, view failure as part of the journey towards success. They take responsibility for their failures without letting them define them. Instead of making excuses or giving up, they analyze what went wrong, learn from the experience, and adjust their approach. They do not see failure as a reflection of their worth, but as a necessary step in the learning process. Another crucial element of responsibility is maintaining integrity. Winners hold themselves to high ethical standards, understanding that true success is built on honesty, reliability, and trustworthiness. They do not cut corners, make excuses for unethical behavior, or shift blame onto others to escape accountability. Instead, they take pride in doing things the right way, even when no one is watching. They understand that their reputation is shaped by their actions, and they take full responsibility for how they conduct themselves in both personal and professional settings. In addition to taking responsibility for their actions, winners also take responsibility for their thoughts. They recognize that their mindset plays a crucial role in shaping their reality, so they make a conscious effort to think in ways that empower them rather than limit them. They do not allow negative thoughts to take over their minds or dictate their actions. Instead, they challenge limiting beliefs, replace negativity with optimism, and cultivate a mental environment that supports success. They understand that the thoughts they nurture will ultimately influence their behavior and results, so they take full control of their inner dialogue. Winners also take responsibility for their health and well-being. They do not blame genetics, age, or circumstances for poor health habits. Instead, they make conscious choices to maintain their physical and mental well-being. They prioritize exercise, nutrition, rest, and stress management because they understand that a healthy body and mind are essential for peak performance. They do not make excuses for skipping workouts, eating poorly, or neglecting self-care. They take ownership of their habits and ensure that they are aligned with their long-term goals. Lastly, winners take responsibility for their personal growth. They do not expect success to come automatically or assume that they already know everything they need to succeed. They actively seek out knowledge, invest in self-improvement, and embrace lifelong learning. They read books, attend seminars, seek mentorship, and challenge themselves to keep growing. They do not wait for someone else to teach them or for life to hand them opportunities. They take the initiative to expand their skills and continuously evolve. Winners cultivate an unshakable belief in themselves and their abilities, even when faced with challenges, doubts, or setbacks. They understand that confidence is not something people are simply born with, but something that must be built, nurtured, and reinforced over time. This belief in oneself acts as a driving force that pushes winners forward when others might give up. They recognize that success starts in the mind, and if they do not believe in themselves, no amount of talent, resources, or opportunity will be enough to carry them through. Self-belief is the foundation upon which all great achievements are built, and winners make a conscious effort to strengthen it daily. One of the ways winners develop this unshakable self-belief is by taking control of their inner dialogue. They understand that the mind is constantly processing thoughts, and if those thoughts are filled with doubt, negativity, or fear, they will begin to manifest in reality. Many people struggle with self-doubt, constantly questioning whether they are good enough, smart enough, or capable enough to succeed. Winners counter this by actively feeding their minds with positive reinforcement. They replace thoughts like, "I can do this," with, "I am capable of figuring this out." Instead of saying, "What if I fail?" they say, "What if I succeed?" This shift in internal dialogue transforms the way they approach challenges, allowing them to act with confidence rather than hesitation. Winners also use affirmations and visualization to strengthen their self-belief. They affirm their abilities by repeating empowering statements such as, "I am strong," "I am capable," "I am worthy of success," and "I can handle anything that comes my way." These affirmations serve as mental conditioning, programming the subconscious mind to accept success as an inevitable outcome. In addition to affirmations, they engage in vivid visualization, seeing themselves succeeding in their goals before it happens in reality. By mentally rehearsing success, they train their minds to believe in their ability to achieve great things, which in turn influences their actions, decisions, and persistence. Another important factor in self-belief is competence, which winners develop through continuous learning, practice, and preparation. Confidence is not built on empty words or wishful thinking. It comes from knowing that one has the skills, knowledge, and experience necessary to succeed. Winners dedicate time and effort to honing their craft, becoming experts in their field, and preparing themselves for opportunities before they arise. They do not wait for confidence to magically appear. They create it by consistently improving themselves. Whether it is an athlete training for years before competing at the highest level, a musician practicing tirelessly before performing on stage, or an entrepreneur refining their skills before launching a business, winners understand that belief in oneself grows stronger with confidence and preparation. Resilience is another key component of self-belief. Winners know that setbacks, failures, and obstacles are an inevitable part of any journey, but they do not allow these challenges to shake their confidence. Instead of seeing failure as a reason to doubt themselves, they view it as a learning opportunity. They do not internalize failure as a reflection of their worth or potential. They see it as a temporary result that can be improved upon. This perspective allows them to bounce back quickly, learning from their mistakes rather than letting them diminish their self-belief. They remind themselves that every successful person has faced failure, but what separates winners from the rest is their ability to keep going despite it. Surrounding oneself with positive influences also plays a significant role in maintaining strong self-belief. Winners understand that the people they spend the most time with can either build them up or tear them down. They choose to surround themselves with supportive, encouraging individuals who reinforce their confidence and belief in their abilities. They seek out mentors, coaches, or like-minded individuals who push them to grow and remind them of their potential. They avoid toxic environments where negativity, doubt, or discouragement are prevalent, as they recognize that these influences can slowly erode self-belief. Instead, they cultivate relationships that inspire and uplift them, ensuring that they are always in an environment that fuels their confidence. Taking action even when feeling uncertain or afraid is another way winners reinforce their belief in themselves. They understand that confidence is built through experience, and the only way to truly believe in one's abilities is to put them to the test. Many people wait until they feel completely confident before taking action, but winners know that confidence often comes after action, not before. They take the first step, even if they feel uncertain, and each step forward strengthens their belief in what they are capable of. They recognize that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward despite it. In addition to taking action, winners also reflect on their past achievements to reinforce their self-belief. They remind themselves of times when they overcame difficulties, accomplished something challenging, or pushed through fear to succeed. By focusing on these past victories, they build a mental library of proof that they are capable of handling future challenges. They do not dwell on past failures or let them define them. Instead, they use their past successes as fuel to propel them forward. Winners also protect their self-belief by setting boundaries with negativity. They do not allow criticism, doubt, or negativity from others to shake their confidence. They understand that not everyone will believe in them, and that is okay. Instead of seeking validation from others, they develop internal validation, knowing that their belief in themselves is what truly matters. They do not waste energy trying to prove themselves to people who doubt them. Instead, they focus on proving themselves right by taking action and achieving their goals. They also avoid negative self-comparisons. Many people diminish their confidence by constantly comparing themselves to others, feeling inadequate if they believe someone else is more successful, talented, or accomplished. Winners, however, understand that comparison is a distraction. They focus on their own journey, measuring progress based on their own growth rather than how they stack up against others. They remind themselves that success is not a competition and that everyone moves at their own pace. By staying focused on their own path, they maintain confidence in their unique abilities and potential. Developing self-belief also requires practicing self-compassion. Winners do not engage in harsh self-criticism when they make mistakes or fall short of their goals. They treat themselves with the same kindness and encouragement that they would offer a friend. They understand that being overly self-critical only weakens confidence, so they choose to learn from their mistakes rather than beat themselves up over them. They remind themselves that growth is a process and that setbacks do not define their worth or potential. Another crucial aspect of self-belief is maintaining a growth mindset. Winners do not see their abilities as fixed. They see them as things that can be developed and improved over time. They believe in the capacity to learn, adapt, and get better, which allows them to approach challenges with confidence rather than fear. When faced with difficulties, they do not say, "I'm not good at this," they say, "I'm not good at this yet." This mindset ensures that they never stop believing in their ability to grow, which in turn strengthens their overall self-belief. Ultimately, winners understand that belief in oneself is the foundation for success. They do not allow doubt, fear, or setbacks to shake their confidence. Instead, they actively build and reinforce their self-belief through positive thinking, continuous learning, resilience, and taking action. They take control of their inner dialogue, surround themselves with positive influences, and remind themselves of their past achievements. They protect their confidence by avoiding negative comparisons and setting boundaries with doubt. By consistently practicing these habits, they develop an unshakable belief in their abilities, which allows them to take bold action, overcome challenges, and achieve their highest potential. In the end, thinking and talking like a winner is not about luck, talent, or circumstances. It is about mindset, discipline, and the choices we make every day. Winners take control of their thoughts, their words, and their actions, ensuring that everything they do moves them closer to success. They do not let doubt, fear, or negativity hold them back. Instead, they build unshakable confidence, take responsibility for their lives, and maintain a relentless focus on their goals. They surround themselves with positivity, learn from every setback, and keep pushing forward no matter what challenges arise. The power to think and talk like a winner is within each of us. It is not something reserved for a select few. It is a skill that anyone can develop with consistent effort and the right mindset. Success begins in the mind, and the way we speak to ourselves and others plays a crucial role in shaping our reality. By adopting the mindset of a winner, speaking with confidence, and acting with purpose, we set ourselves on a path of continuous growth and achievement. So, starting today, choose to think and talk like a winner. Speak words that empower, not discourage. Focus on solutions, not excuses. Believe in yourself even when no one else does. Take responsibility for your success and never let setbacks define you. Because in the end, the people who win in life are not necessarily the most talented or the luckiest. They are the ones who believe in themselves, take action, and refuse to quit.